6. The Tale of Alvin the Poor but Honest Farmer. The whole of the tribe of hairy hooligans sat round-eyed in silence as Alvin settled himself into Stoic's throne and told his tale. "I was put in the coffin," began Alvin, "by some very rude people who not only disbelieved the tale I am about to tell you, but also suspected me of being a common thief. They dumped me over the side of the arbour on their island with a lot of rude laughter." "Meatheads," said Stoic knowledgeably. "Were they led by a tall chap, one eye, bad breath, answers to the name of Mogadon?" "That does ring a bell," admitted Alvin. "But how had you come across the coffin in the first place?" asked Stoic. "I am a poor but honest farmer," said Alvin. "And a long time ago in the peaceable country, far, far away, I was digging up some ground for, planting potatoes, when I came across this coffin, which just fell open in my hands." "And when you opened this coffin, which says quite clearly, 'Do not open on the front,'" asked Old Wrinkly thoughtfully, "was there not some sort of surprise?" "You could say that," admitted Alvin, with a good-natured smile that perhaps did not quite reach his eyes. "I opened the coffin, reached forward quite innocently to grasp something inside, and the coffin lid snapped shut with the force of a shark's jaws and in one stroke cut off my hand." Alvin held up his right arm. There, where his hand should have been, emerging from his sleeve, was an iron claw. The hooligans gasped in horror. "Dearie me," tutted Stoic. "Bibby-trapped. I do apologise for my great-grandfather. He did have a nasty sense of humour." "Yes," said Alvin, smiling happily once more, "but luckily us poor but honest farmers can take a joke. And this," he gestured to the claw, "is very handy for opening up oysters. Now back to my tale. I was careful the next time I opened the coffin to dismantle the booby trap first, but there was no sign of any treasure inside, nor indeed the body of Grimbeard the Ghastly. What there was—" The entire tribe of hairy hooligans leaned forward, eagerly, mouths open, eyes wide. "Was this map and this riddle." Alvin reached into his breast pocket and held up the map and the riddle for everybody to see. "Oh," said Stoic, very disappointed. "No Grimbeard, no treasure, no Stormblade, just two little pieces of paper." "Ah, but Stoic," said Alvin craftily, "these two little pieces of paper will lead us to Grimbeard's treasure." "Us?" said Old Wrinkly. "Something is puzzling me. You have the riddle, you have the map. Why didn't you just go and find the treasure yourself? Why did you come here to us?" "But that would be dishonest," said Alvin virtuously. "We all know the saga of the lost treasure of Grimbeard the Ghastly. This treasure belongs to you, his descendants. Besides, there's the little matter of the riddle. The riddle makes it clear that this treasure cannot be found by just anybody." Alvin cleared his throat. "Dare you brave the watery grave, the death's head prick of fire and sleep? If you dare, you are my heir, for my heir's beast shall sniff it there, and he shall tell me underground, am I lost or am I found?" "So you see," said Alvin, "it seems only the heir to Grimbeard the Ghastly can find the treasure, and only his beast can sniff it out. I assume by beast he means dragon. Dragons were excellent sniffers and finders of treasure. A good dragon could sniff out gold and precious metals even when they were buried some way below ground." "And I couldn't possibly find this treasure myself," said Alvin, "because I don't have a way with dragons. They just don't like me. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I wonder if any of you have any idea of where the riddle is talking about. You, for instance, Stoic, with your quick and lively brain." Stoic struggled to look intelligent. That's a hard one." Hiccup looked at the map. "Don't you think the Death's Head might be talking about the Isle of Scullions, Father?" suggested Hiccup. "A death's head is a skull, after all."
"Of course," boomed Stoic. "The Isle of the Scullions. That'll be where it is."
The Isle of the Scullions was a small island off the west coast of Berk that formed the shape of a skull and crossbones. It was this shape that Grimbeard had adopted for his flag, and most famously, his helmet. "So this island here is the Isle of the Scullions, is it?" purred Alvin, gleefully pointing at the map, "and that's where we'll find our treasure." To Alvin's surprise, the hooligans started laughing.
"Oh, there's no question of finding the treasure if it's on the Isle of the Scullions," said Stoic cheerfully. "Nobody has ever returned from the Isle of the Scullions alive. Hiccup, you're the expert on dragons. You explain to Alvin about scullions."
Viking dragons and their eggs. The scullion. The scullion is a dragon standing about 10 feet tall. It has lost the power of flight, eyesight and hearing, but its sense of smell is phenomenal, and it will eat anything it comes across. This animal is untrainable and very, very dangerous. Statistics. Colours, black and purple. Armed with terrifying teeth, claws, etc. Score 9. Radar, yes, also strong sense of smell. Score 7. Poison, none. Score 0. Hunting ability, you don't want to be the prey. Score 9. Speed, very, very fast. Score 9. Fear and fight factor, nasty, unprecedented savagery. But you do have a chance because they can't see or hear. Score 8 or 9. Total score, 42 or 43. The scullion, said Hiccup, always delighted to be asked a natural history question, is a very rare, very savage species of flightless dragon. Despite being blind and very nearly deaf, it is one of the most fearsome predators of all dragons, hunting in packs, using a highly developed sense of smell alone.
Okay, said Stoic hurriedly. We get the picture.
It has this one extra long, super sharp claw, continued Hiccup, with which it disables its victims by cutting the Achilles tendon at the back of their heels, leaving them unable to walk. It then eats them alive. Not very nice. Ah, said Alvin. I see the problem, but I am sure a man as clever as you, Stoic, will be able to lead a quest to the Isle of the Scullions to find this treasure nonetheless. A quest to the Isle of the Scullions would be total madness, said Old Wrinkly firmly. Grimbeard's sword, the Stormblade, will be part of this treasure, wheedled Alvin. And if you held the Stormblade, the name of hooligan would be feared again throughout the barbarian world. Stoic stroked his beard thoughtfully. And you, Stoic, cooed Alvin, picture yourself with diamonds sprinkled in your beard, a golden breastplate, the Stormblade flaming terribly in one hand, bracelets for those handsome wrists of yours. I can see you already, Mogadon kneeling humbly before you. What a vision you will be! Stoic sucked in his belly and flexed his muscles. He'd always secretly fancied himself in a pair of earrings.
"I'll do it," he yelled. "Fellow hooligans," he bellowed, "I shall lead you on a quest to find the treasure of our ancestors."
"But it's insane," cried Hiccup. "Anyone who sets one toe on that island will be eaten alive in moments. It's suicide to even think of it." Everyone was cheering too hard to listen to Hiccup.
"Glory and riches shall be ours," beamed Stoic,
patting Alvin painfully hard on the back. "Oh, here we go," moaned Hiccup to himself.